everyone, it's Kelly, and I just got back home after a day in San Francisco. A lot of driving, left home just about 12 hours ago. I think you can probably see I got a little bit of sun on the side with the car window. But I wanted to share something before I call it a night about protecting your business. And one of the things that us entrepreneurs forget to do is to safeguard the information that we have. Now, if you have an employee in a typical business and they rip you off, it's usually that they're stealing from your cash drawer, or they're taking merchandise, or maybe even at the high levels, like you think of a CFO skimming funds. But think of in your online business how someone could sabotage you. Now, this isn't to go down the rabbit hole of all the terrible things that could happen, but just to make you aware of how much we put value in things that are essentially just online. So if somebody has access to your website and they have admin logins, maybe even your login, that person could actually delete your entire website or a lot of your content. If that person has access to your CRM or where you collect emails, they could delete your entire database of leads, the history of all your purchases, and even all the emails that you've sent up to this point. Think of how much time and energy and effort it would take to recover that. Now, what if somebody has access to your Facebook page? They could not only close down your Facebook page and you'd lose all those followers that you've gained over the years, but they could even go into your ads account and either drastically screw with your ads budget or delete existing ads that you have running. So again, this isn't to freak you out and make sure you don't trust anyone and you do everything yourself, but to be aware that, especially when you're departing ways with someone, let's say you're firing an employee or it's just not working out, you have to make sure you have your bases covered and that you have all of these things documented. It's one of the things I do in my firing system, and people usually laugh when they say oh my gosh, you have a hiring system right next to a firing system in your operations manual. Why would you do that? And it's because you may need to fire someone. Or maybe you just stop paying, you can't pay them anymore, or they're not doing their job. So in the same way that you would give them responsibility slowly over time and track what you're giving them so they can help you, you also need to make sure you take away that access when you are parting ways. And not a week later or whenever you think about it, but immediately. Even making sure that they don't have access to their company email anymore. I've had employees that go in and delete years worth of Google Docs, which are resources that belong to the company and are our intellectual property. Those could just be deleted en masse. And then of course anyone who has access to something like your customer service portal, you don't want them out there spewing negative things or setting up an autoresponder you didn't approve of, especially if they're bitter or angry about leaving. So just something to think about as you are going about your daily business, and if you are parting ways with an employee, make sure that you're keeping an eye on that and you have that system in place, because what would happen in your business if one of those pieces of software got compromised, or your website? Think about how painful that would be. So don't want this to be a downer video. I know that it doesn't happen in most cases, but when I do hear about it happening, I'm not totally surprised, because when you have an online business, that's where your assets are online, and you've got to protect them.